Okay, Tetris and Dr. Mario. I beat the Tetris part and I beat the Dr. Mario part. I love Tetris and Dr. Mario. Alien Crush on the TurboGrafx 16. I got the high score, and that's how I counted it as beaten. I like pinball and I like video game pinball, and I wanted to play more of the TurboGrafx library. Great game. Dr. Mario on the Game Boy. I love Dr. Mario. I just wanted to beat every Dr. Mario that I could. Klonoa Fantasy Reverie series. Shout outs to this game for teaching me how to pronounce Reverie. Um, I knew about Klonoa, but I never played a Klonoa game. I think the first one is better than the second one. I don't know. The second one just seemed to drag for me. Maybe that's because I played them back to back. But I think if I would have played the original PS2 version, I would have liked it more. Dr. Mario and Puzzle League. Again, I love Dr. Mario and Puzzle League, and I wanted to beat as many Dr. Mario games as I could. So that's why this is here. Super Mario Kart. Like, I'm not a huge Mario Kart fan, but I kind of want to beat all the Mario Karts that I can, and I I do love the Super Nintendo, and I do like the original Super Mario Kart, and I decided to just get through it. Alleyway, I really like this game, and I like the Game Boy, so I'll give it a try. Primal Rage, this was a huge game back in the day. In this game, I rented it. Could not remember if I beat it. I know it scared me, but I decided to just play through this. Like, add more to my Super Nintendo games beaten. Killer Instinct again. I like the 2013 Killer Instinct, and this was another fighting game that scared me when I was a kid. That I decided to play through it and beat it. Dr. Luigi, again, I'm trying to beat as many Dr. Marios as possible. Gunman Clive, this was a repeat. This is an excellent little game. Highly recommend it. Dr. Mario Express, I've had this on my 3DS as long as I can remember, and I decided to just beat it. Dr. Mario Online Prescription, again, I'm beating every Dr. Mario that I can. Donkey Kong 3, I beat Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr., and I decided to go for Donkey Kong 3. I It's kind of a weird one, but I liked it. Spider-Man on the PS4. This is a game that I had gotten. I rented it when it was new from Redbox, and I barely played it. And then I got it for my birthday from my grandma, and then my wife bought me a copy, not knowing that I had it. And I decided to just finally play through the dang game, and it is amazing. It's excellent. I tried to do everything, but I got burnt out, so I decided to just wrap it up. Excellent game. The original Mario Brothers, I like the original Mario Brothers, and I'm trying to pad out my NES games beaten list, so that's why I beat this. Devil's Crush, the sequel to Alien Crush, just as good. I don't have much to say there. Yoshi on the NES, again, I'm trying to pad out my games beaten lists with like puzzle games, racing games, fighting games, just to boost the numbers, so to speak. Mega Man on the Game Boy. This uh, it's pretty hard. I didn't really like it, but I wanted to beat the Game Boy Mega Man games, so that's why this is here. And there's Mega Man 2. I honestly don't remember much about this one, but I beat it. Super Mario Brothers Wonder, fantastic. My wife and I played through this. I loved loved it. One of the best Mario games of all time. Definitely on my favorites list. Halo 4, I was surprised after I beat it how much I liked it and how much it stayed with me. I love the uh, what is it, Master Chief's theme, and I would put this as my second favorite, right behind Halo 3. Fast Eddie, this is another one of those 2600 games. It's just a lot of fun. The box art is a little scary, but the game itself is excellent. Resident Evil 2 remake. Holy crap. Okay. I am a huge fan of original Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4. And I gotta say, this game surpassed my expectations. I was sour on FF7 Remake because, again, I'm a huge Final Fantasy 7 fan. My brother is the Resident Evil mega fan of the planet, and he and my sister were like, "You got to play this. You got to play this." And I'm like, I don't know. I don't really like the direction modern Resident Evil's going, and I don't know, man." And they're like, "Just do it." So it came to Game Pass, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give it a try, and they came to visit me for a weekend, and I just knocked it out that weekend. It was amazing. I did Claire. I did not do Leon because I always do Claire A, Leon B. But this, again, I cannot praise this game enough. Fantastic. It rekindled my enjoyment of the series. Mario versus Donkey Kong. I have never ever played any Mario versus Donkey Kong games. I got the remake for my birthday. It's all right. It's really boring, I think, because the music, and I'm just not a fan of puzzle platformers. I like puzzles and I like platformers, but I don't like puzzle platformers. Sonic Origins Plus did the Origins mode where it has you play through Sonic 1, CD, 2, 3, and Knuckles. And one's all right. I don't get the hype for CD at all, but 2, 3, and Knuckles, those are awesome. And I've beaten all those games before, so this was just great, great fun for me. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. I really enjoy the original Paper Mario, and this is a game I had been trying to get to play through for years. I bought this in 2020 when it was like $100, and I am somewhat disappointed with it. I would have to call it Paper Mario: The Thousand Years of Backtracking. It is just ridiculous. Chapter two in the tree, I'm like, what have I got myself into? That I am not liking this at all. Chapter four in the haunted forest is better, but again, all the backtracking and then traveling the world to find the white bob-omb is like, what is this ridiculousness? And it was like every other chapter was good. Like I like the Glitz Pit, I like the Pirate Island. Um, I don't know. I don't get the hype. I don't know why it's so praised. The combat got to a point where I'm like, can I just pick attack and have them attack? Like I don't want to do a little mini game every time I attack. Um, like I love Mario RPG's combat, but Thousand Year Door is just like you could just attack. Like okay, it doesn't have to be these ridiculous button commands every time. Soundtrack, I was not impressed. I don't really remember any of the music except for Rogueport and Rogueport Sewers. Um, I just, I'm sorry, all Thousand Year Door fans. It just did not do it for me. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I love Harry Potter, and this was the only version of Sorcerer's Stone I had not beaten yet. I grew up and I played the Game Boy Color and PC versions extensively. I beat the Game Boy Advance version a few years back. PlayStation version, amazing game. I know a lot of people like to make fun of PS1 Hagrid, but I think this game is great. I had a lot of fun with it. It's challenging. It's short. I loved the final boss. I'm disappointed it never came to the Nintendo 64 though. I think it would have been great on 64. Dragonfire is excellent. Atari 2600 game introduced me to Imagic. I'm excited to play more of their games. Just an excellent all-around classic Atari game. Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh my gosh. I am a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. I'm a huge Square fan. I loved Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't think I got this on release. I got it a little while after. And I did not start it until 2021, I believe. And I'd been playing it off and on, and I'm like, okay, like I like I kind of like what they're doing here. And I held off on it because my wife and I played through Kingdom Hearts 1. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to beat it. I'm just going to play through it. Because I like the series and it's been like 5 years. I really got to get this done. And I loved this game. Soundtrack is amazing, is amazing. Gameplay, I love the gameplay. I love all the cool things you can do. Having three keyblades to switch between, having the keyblade form changes. I love the attraction rides. I think that's crazy. I loved that they finally put Pixar worlds in there. Like, holy crap, about time. Um, I would give this a perfect score. I think that story wise, it delivered. Um, Voice acting was the best it's ever been. Tons of epic moments. Riku is a top dog. Like he has like the coolest scene in the game. I have not gotten Remind yet. I am still debating if I should get Remind or not. But I was very, very, very satisfied with Kingdom Hearts 3 to the point that I made it my new game of the year 2019. Sorry, Fire Emblem Three Houses.